Okay, as you arrive at the building, it's actually a official building. It's connected to the courthouse. It's the office. Uh, Grub leaves you. You both know the girl she goes with is a mage. She doesn't do anything but say I'm a social worker, and they leave together. Inside, though, you will both see a pale wraith with traces of slick ice across her skin, sitting at the desk, and a very nice suit. Looks like it's from the 50s, though.
That's an old suit.
Yeah. She'll look up and
Is
she'll...
that
Oh! Go ahead.
is that right? Another one of them? The
Lynne is a changeling like you guys. The mage walked off with Grub.
the one who took the girl. Another one of them?
Lynne will hold her hand up and she goes, that will worker is actually helped build the city for us. She's fine. She just helped Grub... Go ahead.
Are they our friends? Allies?
Most of
Sugar
them
daddies?
most of them are acquaintances and co-workers, and she kind of closes a folder. Some are friends, and some I just want to slap the face off of. How can I help you, gentlemen?
At that stage, Hunter shrugs.
Did Grub just drop you off?
She told us to show up here. I'm hoping that maybe you could enlighten us on what her plan was.
If Grub brought you here, that means you need somewhere to live, that you're orphans, as new blood, as we call them. Come on in, and she'll point to 2 seats in front of her desk.
All right.
Hunter will step in, but he won't sit. He will have his hand resting at the hilt at his waist, at his hip.
Could you
Staring.
please sit down? You're making me nervous. You're hovering.
I'm Lynne. I'm of the Winter Court, and as you can tell, I'm like you, but different. I swear on my true name and all other things of my life, I will harm you none. And she says that to Hunter.
I'll spend a glamour, and that is now a
She was spending a glamour to make it a pledge. You could tell she was spending the glamour.
I gained some glamour.
Yeah.
Yep.
She has no reason to hurt you, so she's being honest.
That feels comforting. So comforting.
Karl probably knows what happened, but Hunter probably needs explaining. What I did was give you some of my energy to make it where I will be punished.
I know what their weapons are.
Oh, thank goodness. You have no idea how hard this was to explain to Grub. She'll
spend much time around them. I go ahead. What's doing?
Yeah, she's gonna sit 2 unopened canned drinks in front of each of you, and she goes, "So, I need to know a little more about you. I'm guessing," she looks at Hunter, "you're a beast."
I'm Hunter, not beast.
No. You're seeming your kith in your court. Your name, your number, and your ID code.
I am Hunter. That's what I am.
Okay, and that's as far as you know, right?
Okay, a fresh start completely does great wonders for me. For example, I'm Lynne, and on the other side of the thorns, I was known as the Crying Ice Maiden. I'm sure the good doctor has another title also. Yes, I know of you, doctor. She'll hand you a folder, and she goes, "You've been set up. You will have a building attached to live in, but you have the health clinic to use."
It's a start. I will do my
You,
best to
I
suffer
have,
through.
I have also gotten you a part-time job, 6 hours a day, of working in the local community hospital.
I will do my best.
Do not cause trouble.
I never do.
The doctor has not been trouble. Do you expect him to be trouble?
Hunter, some people don't mean to but cause trouble, and I have to move them to a new location because they quirk and they don't mix well with the normal humans here.
Like oil and water, or
Yes.
or fire and dynamite.
Lynn will hand a folder to Hunter, and you'll notice as she hands it to you, she has multiple like hand-shaped scars and stuff all over her body when you look closer.
He will look at the folder and look back at her.
Just open it. Those are some ideas I have that would be okay for you, but I don't know how many people you're willing to live with.
So far, it has seemed like everyone has crawled out of the woodworks, so to say.
Uh, it's because we can smell the new, and we're attracted to it. We want to meet it, to greet it, to make it feel safe. We all know we're alone when we escaped. We don't want new people like that. It's painful to be alone, sometimes more painful than a keeper.
You said you were Winter?
I am sorrow, yes.
What? Why winter and sorrow? Tell me.
Winter's the season of hiding, the season of death. We hide, we mourn what we've lost. We protect what we can of the others by hiding it. I hide the doctor in plain sight because he's a doctor. He can blend well. If he doesn't blend well, he gets found, and then I have to call on a summer to protect him.
That is understandable. Tell what I heard of also autumn.
Fear, yes.
Is I assume there's also a spring.
Yes, there is. They are ecstasy, pleasure.
These things come in fours.
And summer.
Anger, war.
Forgive me if I do not know my court.
Oh, sweetheart, I figured you hadn't joined one yet.
At this, you'll notice that actually he's resonating with heat. There is a
Yeah.
tepid anger just on the brim.
She'll lean forward and you'll feel a much calmer aura and cooler breeze off her coming towards you. And she'll go, I think you'll fit in well with the summer court, dear. They tend to take that anger, that hate of the other side, and temper it.
He nod slightly and look into the envelope, open it up, and glance at what's inside.
It's just some
Obviously slightly awkward there.
it's a couple of pictures of some of the for sale houses around town. There's a small cottage, a very medium-sized, like 6-bedroom family home, and then an apartment building with some rentals open. I'm not sure, when you were taken, so I'm not sure what you're used to living in, dear.
What's the last year you can remember?
I our country was not at war yet. Are,
With
are we are we still in Afghanistan?
We just went into Afghanistan about a year or two ago.
unless he's talking about Desert Storm.
Oh, yes, I forgot about Desert Storm.
Yes.
Okay, that narrowed it down from the 30 some odd battles we've had with that nation, thank God.
Oh, that actually narrows it down from me. You're from about the same time as me, dear.
I was told 20 years or so.
Yes. Um, she'll motion. She'll tap towards the cottage. If you're going to live with other people, this one has 3 bedrooms. It's small. It's a little bit out of the way, so you won't have to deal with noise or a lot of visitors.
Might be good.
And you can mark with me when you want, but if you're uncomfortable with shopping right now, I can have someone pick up food and bring it to you once a week. They'll bring you groceries. The only thing I need to worry about is getting you a job. Do you have any skills that you remember from your life before?
I it's a blur. It's
What
one of the things that was taken from me.
what do you
It
like to
mixed.
do?
I I wish I knew.
Okay, we'll wait to do this part then. I can take care of you for a little while.
That stage, he starts scratching slightly at his arm.
Lynne takes your hand very quickly. It's not like attack. She's holding it between her hands.
Yeah.
Trust me, you don't want to do that. That only makes it worse.
Yeah, can I borrow that penknife for a second?
Go ahead. At the
Okay.
same time, Hunter, you'll notice her hands are very cold. It feels like you're holding a snowball.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out some gauze and bandages and a couple pills from his pocket.
Oh,
Um,
all the times I lied to your kind. Lynn mutters.
It's alright. Everything's gonna be fine.
Yep. He would say.
Let's just see what we're working with. Okay, and inspection.
How bad are your wounds?
Oh, with that roll, you would see lifting up the arm. There's the typical like skin tears and maybe a puncture wound or two of like. Have you seen what happens when someone runs through a thorn tree?
Yeah.
So you have minor lacerations.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
It's like when you get hit by a rose switch.
Except all over the body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Mr.
So-
Hunter, I'm going to need you to strip so the doctor can take care of you.
It'll be quick, don't worry, and it shouldn't hurt. Yeah. If it will, I'll tell you.
He would take a step back from the two of them, just unsure.
Hold on. Calming aura, I'm going to activate for this because I have it, bitches.
Yep.
All right. 4 successes with calming aura of looking at Hunter going, I will
All right.
close my eyes. He needs to bandage those.
All right. 1 success.
4.
New World of Darkness.
Oh, son of a bitch. Thank you. Fuck you. I forgot. What do I roll for New World? It's been so long.
8.
Diff 8.
A D8?
No. You roll d10s, that's fine. It's
Yeah,
just
so
7
1.
or 10.
Oh, son of a bitch. I forgot about that.
8s, 9s, and 10s. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
now-
only a
now the trigger-
30% chance of success. That's why you need like 20 dice.
Yeah.
But more importantly, unless you're doing extended action or activating a power, multiple successes don't mean much. As long as you get one success, you should be golden.
Yeah, I knew that
And
much.
I feel calmed. Just
So,
look at. Yep, Hunter will look at you too, trustingly. Just
Lynn will close her eyes and, give the man some space.
I'm guessing you don't have like a first aid kit.
Under my desk.
Lovely.
I always
Okay.
have to keep a bandage around.
at that, Hunter starts dripping.
And add 3 dice to that. And let's see what exactly is wrong here. Oh, Jesus, seriously?
Roll the 10 again.
Actually, roll the 9 again, because I'm that kind of changeling.
Wait, you roll 2 more dice.
So 4 successes. 4 successes.
4 successes.
Yeah.
Yep, it looks like someone who's ran through the thorns, which is fairly typical for a new changeling.
Yes. Would you tend to him now? Under her desk, though, you'll see the first aid kit. There's a shattered mirror, pieces.
Mhm.
You don't know what that's for. That's first story arc. And you can tell someone's used glamour to bind something to this mirror.
Well, definitely not activating the unknown magical device underneath the desk.
Yeah.
Uh,
You just get your first aid kit, you come up, same thing seems. It looks like an old desk. There's a photo of her and Laughing Sam together, which you would see them as their changelings. Laughing Sam is a fairist who has a face that looks like the drama masks.
mhm.
One smiling, one not. And she looks like a normal Pell Wraith.
Okay. Let's see if we can put you back together a little bit better. Oh, look at that. You got a bit of thorn in you. Yep. Nothing.
Ones do not subtract.
Nothing.
Yep.
I got nothing.
Alright then. Right. There. It will be right. Drink this, call me in the morning.
No, wait. It's going to be fine. I can do this. I'm a professional.
Roll at a -1.
-1 to successes? Or, okay. So down to
Without
11.
action.
Oh.
Yep. That's if you're spending willpower again.
Oh, I haven't been spending willpower.
Okay, sweet.
Okay, 2 successes.
Yep, you start patching them up. You spend a good 5 minutes looking over him going, oh, how do I do this? How do I do this? This is awkward. But yeah, you start to band-aid up wounds, Dettol up.
Yep. And thanks to holistic awareness, this takes half the time it's supposed to anyhow.
Yep.
Plus-
It's mainly superficial damage anyway.
Yeah. Well, I also
So-
have a specialty in emergency care and surgery
Yeah.
and pharmaceuticals, so you're going to be okay.
Yep.
Lynn still has her eyes closed and one hand over her eyes. Is the gentleman ready to be presented again?
He's definitely bandaged enough that he's
Yep.
G-rated.
Yep. Hunter is there, hands over his crotch, standing there awkwardly.
Yeah, you said you got everything lacerated, so I just assumed everything was everything. So I'm assuming you wanted that kind of bandage.
At this
No.
point, still eyes closed, she stands up, waits till she's turned away from you guys to open her eyes, and goes over to the closet and pulls out a pair of slacks and a shirt,
Oh,
and kind of throws it behind over her shoulder. And she goes, "I can't look, but there you go, dear."
okay, and I pick up from the desk and the chair pants and a shirt.
Take them and slide them on.
Well, it would be very awkward to be wearing a bathrobe all over town anyway.
Especially without that stylish tinfoil hat and that +1 cardboard sign.
Let's not go there, please. I've been homeless before, she says after turning back around. I've also been married twice.
Sounds related.
Mm.
Mm.
The first time it was. The second time, well, she looks at the portrait. He wasn't a very nice man. He went back to Arcadia.
Too good for him, I say.
She actually blushes a little there. She goes, no, he was the closest to a Prince Charming a girl could get. It's just he loved himself more.
Uh,
All right, so Hunter, I'll get you set up. We can get you some food. And we'll figure out over the next couple of days what you like to do and what you're good at.
Actually, one second. At that stage, Hunter reaches down into the robe, pulls out pocket cake.
ew.
She actually starts chuckling. You remind me of a couple ogres I've seen around town. So, you like cake?
I'm not a child. Don't treat me like one. Um,
Ah,
There's very little to go off of. We're trying our best here.
I have cake, but yeah, food would be good.
Well, you also have $100.
oh, okay, $100. I want him to keep that and buy things that he likes, clothing-wise or books. I will buy your food and I'll pay up to 6 months on your bills for you.
I hope I don't need that much help, but I do appreciate what you are offering, and I guess I am right now in no state to deny the offer.
At this point, she's just going to pat Hunter on the shoulder, and she goes, We've all been in this situation. It's better to take help. And I don't mind helping. This is all I have to live for anymore, is helping my others.
I see your fight, and I thank you for it.
So you can go, shopping with anyone else you've met so far, or you can ask me, and I'm always here in the office or at the local pub.
Do do you have a phone or a fax I can reach you by?
Yeah, hold on. And she'll pull out a card. This has my cell phone number and my office number on it.
Cell phone?
Mobile phone. It's like a car phone that you take with you.
Ah, that seems awkward.
Yeah, it was awkward when I first heard about them too, but I was born in 1952, so...
It's like a payphone you carry with you.
Yeah.
That seems even more awkward.
Well, how else would you describe it to someone from the 1950s?
At this point, she'll just pull out her cell phone, which is a big, bulky track phone. It's not fancy or anything, and she'll flip it open and go, "This is what it looks like."
Oh, that's tiny.
Yeah. It's a lot smaller than I expected it to be. Alright, well, I can drive you out to look at the house now if you want, or I can give you a map to get to it, and that way you can explore town on your own some.
I think that would be nice. I've spent too much time no offense to anyone here, all the workers, but this is too fucking weird right now.
Lynn
That's a
kind of,
normal response.
yeah. At this point, she'll pull a map of Salem out. You see, there's multiple ones stacked up, so it's apparent you're not the only one who does this. And she'll circle where you guys are, and she'll put an X by where your cottage is, and she'll hand you
Alright.
that with a set of keys.
Alright.
There you go. If anyone asks, like one of the detectives in town, we have one named Detective Black. He knows about us, but he's not one of us, and he's not a will worker. He's a normal human. Just tell him you're one of Lynn's kids, and he'll the worst he'll do is call me after picking you up.
Oh, I will try and keep note of that.
All right then, Doctor. Anything else you need?
I think we can talk about it later.
On a side note, I do need to warn you, Doctor. Grubb's keeper took your form a lot of a doctor, so she does not trust you. She's never had a checkup. I had to hold her down to get her immunized. Don't try giving her a physical checkup.
I would never try to give anyone medical attention if they don't want it.
Okay, I mean, her kind are immune to most disease and poisons, but I just wanted to warn you, we've had a couple doctors who found out she didn't have some of her shots and tried to force it on her. It did not end well.
Those aren't doctors, then. They don't follow the Hippocratic Oath.
These days, that's not so much called into question. But, alright then. You gentlemen are free to explore Salem to your heart's content.
Hunter will nod at that. Thank you, Lynn.
Of course, Hunter. If you have any other questions, I will always be free to help you.
I will call you when I can.
There
That
is.
Hunter turns and goes to walk out the room.
Alright. She looks at Karl. Do you need anything else, or shall you stalk after the new boy a little bit?
I think I'll see him out at least.
Okay. And oh, another thing. Don't mention that mirror to anyone.
I never saw it.
Good boy. Alright, and with that, we can end scene.